Hi, welcome to class. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gosh. I'm very excited to see you here again. This class is really fast. It's more about what I do in my own practice because this is something you've wanted. You wanted to see how I move with breath and you wanted to practice that with me so that this vinyasa flow is a bit more challenging than what I used to post. But I hope you're going to enjoy it and really get yourself a little bit of movement and include the breathing exercise that we've been practicing prior to this video, and I hope you'll be able to enjoy it fully. Without further ado, let's begin. We're gonna begin at the backs of the mats, taking a moment to adjust our seat, finding a comfortable rock pose, taking a second, maybe rolling your shoulders a few times if you need to. Taking a deep inhale into your belly, fill it up. And when you exhale, let go. One more inhale, include the belly, really fill it up. And exhale. Last one, in through the belly. Feel it rise when you inhale. And when you exhale, let it contract. Good. Now, I don't only teach self-hugs, I also practice them myself. So let's take an inhale, stretch the arms to each direction. Exhale, self-hug to start the practice well and really be grateful for showing up. Taking a moment here to make an intention for the practice if you want to. Maybe making it one word, making it a sentence perhaps, but making it in a present tense and making it rather fast and easy to remember. Smile to your thoughts. And then let's begin. Exhale when you release the arms to each side. We're going to begin in tabletop right away, taking a second and beginning to move in any organic movements and the ways that feel good in your body. So beginning to take perhaps some circles, maybe regular cat-cows, taking a moment to feel, maybe moving the neck as well. If you feel like beginning to move the wrists in both directions, fingers facing the knees and then away from the knees, or even the outsides of the mat, feels good, then do this. Really breathe into those spaces that feel tense. And then when you're ready, pause in the center, take one inhale, and as you do, go for a cow pose. Look in front of you, but imagine you can really elevate the collarbones as you're pushing the floor away. Really nice and strong spine. As you exhale, begin to curve from the tailbone all the way towards the neck. Cat pose. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, begin to sink the belly, hips lead up. And then as the last part comes, your chin up. Exhale, tailbone in, and then curve the spine, cat pose. Next inhale brings you back to center. Release the hands forward, walk them forward, making sure your spine is nice and long. And when you're ready, begin to descend. Taking our first puppy pose of the class. Now this can feel pretty intense, so maybe taking a second to sway your body left and right to feel into this space. You don't necessarily have to collapse fully. I'd rather you keep the belly active and begin to send the chest down. The forehead maybe will land on the floor and keeping the belly nice and active. Thinking about making one long line with the entire spine. Hips are still over the knees. Feel the stretch. Don't forget to breathe. One more inhale. And when you're ready, look towards the top, lower the forearms. It's hard, I know. And then roll your body forward to lay fully with the belly. Sphinx pose. Taking a second to adjust. However you need to. Maybe swaying your hips left and right a little. Shake it, shake it. Taking a second to really push the forearms onto the floor, looking right in front of you. Take another inhale. Energize the belly, unglue it from the floor, and engage the glutes as well. Tuck your toes in. Take an inhale. Feel that your kneecaps can lift off of the floor. And as you exhale, come for elbow plank or forearm plank. Slowly lower the hips down. Take an inhale, almost like cow pose. Exhale, almost like cat, rolling the spine slightly. Inhaling, lowering slowly down, still nice and controlled with the lower back. And exhale, push slightly up, stay here. Take one more inhale, lower onto both knees. Exhale, child's pose, stretch the arms forward. Take another inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, gaze towards the top. Roll your spine up, almost like cat. And when you exhale, your body crosses the wrists and then hips lead the way. You roll the spine. You know this movement from previous videos. Inhale as you roll forward, strong belly, almost like one long line. As you exhale, hips lead the way. One more time like that. Inhaling, moving forward. Exhaling, moving back. Very good. On the last one, come to neutral tabletop, tuck your toes, and slowly exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Maybe you choose to move the dog, maybe you stay static. For me, it really depends every single day. Sometimes I like to move it around, sometimes I'd rather just stay still. Taking a moment in this position to adjust. You can bend the knees, lift the heels, all is good. Think about long spine and sending the belly closer towards the thighs. One more inhale, look towards the top, and as you exhale, roll your spine forward into plank pose. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees slightly and hips up. 3 more. Inhale, roll the spine forward. Exhale, knees bend and hips up. Rolling your spine like a wave, inhaling, gazing forward. And maybe on the last 2, you keep the legs straight and you add this extra layer of intensity, keeping the legs really active. On the last inhale, stay. Look towards the top, inhale. As you exhale, travel through, adjust however you want to step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. If you feel comfortable grabbing onto the big toes, taking another inhale, stretching into the body, weight is in your toes. You can almost lift the heels. And when you exhale, pulling the belly closer. If this is inaccessible, that's also okay. Catch behind the shins, or rather cuffs, and then pull your body, or maybe behind the thighs. Or just hang loose, you know your body best. One more inhale here. And one more exhale. Now come onto your fingertips and move the weight even more onto your toes. Now wrists are going to be underneath your shoulders. Inhale, almost like cow pose. Exhale, bend the knees and loosely down. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Straighten on inhale. And exhale, pull your body even closer. Trying not to disturb your little plants around. And stay in here, one more breath. Weight is in the toes. Think about pulling the belly. Maybe you keep the slight bend in the knees. Very good. One more inhale. Gently and controlled movement. Exhale, untangle the hands and transfer hands onto your hip crease. Bending the knees a little now, distributing the weight evenly on the entire feet. Straight spine, inhale, lift your body up. And then arms come up as well. Exhale, hands to heart, and collect the hands, close your eyes. Remember the intention if you had it. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Open your eyes, inhale, lift your arms up, really nice and long circle. As you exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips, still hips in line with the ankles, and then lowering fully down. Maybe hands touch the floor, maybe you come on the fingertips, inhale and exhale, and then fully exhale, roll the body down, bend the knees. Placing both hands onto the floor, and then however you want to, taking your chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, or Upward facing dog directly from here, or baby cobra. And then rolling onto your toes, downward facing dog. Very good. Now we're gonna go into some variations of side plank and stretching, opening the hips. As you inhale, you're gonna bring the left foot up, just slightly bending the left knee, and then looking forward, shifting the weight as you bring the left knee really, really high up, almost to the chest. So when you flex the foot, you're able to step forward, right? It's so hard to step through. You always end up here. That's okay. Think about rolling your spine and then taking the step. If it's still inaccessible, I'm going to show you later how to do it in another video, but keep trying. Look towards the top, inhale. As you exhale, drop the back knee, untuck your toes, and take an inhale. Right foot, hand on the floor, left arm up, lift your body. Slowly, maybe you lift the back toes, and if they're close to your bum, you can then catch the foot and bring it closer to the glute. Otherwise, stay like this. That's also fine. Keep breathing. Maybe you look up, maybe you look almost behind you. One more inhale, stretching into the right quad. Exhale, first release the foot, bring it down, arm lifts up. And then exhale, left hand comes down. Toe heel your left foot to the left. And then bring your body down onto your forearms. Now in this position, you want to make sure that you can have some space for your hips to sway. And then tucking the back toes, lifting it, pushing forward and back, or taking circles. Feeling into the space in the hips. I said we're going to open them and then work on strength inside plank, so we're doing exactly that. I like to incorporate all of that into my daily practice. Slowly release the back knee down, untuck your toes, bring yourself back onto your hands, and then toe heel the left foot back inside. Frame it with the both hands, tuck your back toes in, and lift the back knee. Take another inhale. As you exhale, pivot the right foot and lift your spine up, warrior two. Look for the left fingers. Make sure hips are in line with the shoulders. You're not entirely sending the hips forward, but think about not sending them back, all right? You want to stay nice and stable in this position. Back foot really pressing on the floor and extending for the hands in both directions. One more inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, lift your arms up, straighten the front leg, and switching sides. Trying to bring the left foot fully to the floor while the right foot switches 90 degrees and you take warrior two on the other side. One more inhale, look for the right hand. Exhale. Again, thinking about the external edge of the left foot this time to stay firmly pressed to the floor, hips open towards the front. Slowly gaze down, bring the right hand down, left hand down, back heel unlocks, and then bringing the left knee down, untucking the left toes. You're now facing the other side of the mat. So if you're watching this and you need to swap, that's okay. Take a second here. Slowly left hand down, inhale, right arm up, lift up. Maybe you bring it behind you and maybe the left toes lift off of the floor. If the hand and foot are close to each other, catch the foot and bring it closer. Otherwise, don't crank it. Allow yourself to be active here, not passively pulling. Taking one more breath in, maybe opening the chest slightly bit more to the sky or the ceiling if you're inside just like me. Slowly release the hand, release the foot down, and then toe heel your foot out to the right side. Bring the left foot, so back foot, onto your toes and lower your arms on forearms. Taking circles in both directions or pushing forward and back. Really trust me that sometimes what the body feels on one side is not what it needs on the other. So really take a moment to feel into the body. Every little bit of space is needed. Slowly come back to center, hands to the floor, And then we bring the foot to the inside. Taking an inhale, and again lifting following down the left foot so that you can again inhale, lift into warrior two. Arms extend up, right leg extends. Both feet are pointing in a way that toes are pointing out, heels in, arms up, star pose. Exhale, almost like self-hug, and you sway your hips. Add a little bit of movement in this goddess pose. Maybe you press the inner sides of the thighs. Maybe you sway the hips. Take a second, close your eyes if you need to. Feel into this movement. Maybe you add more. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up, legs straighten. Exhale, through warrior two, we move down. So trying to twist again to the front of the mat. Left foot is pointing you to the left side, front side of the mat. Bringing the left hand down first. Pivoting on the right foot. Right arm down, finding your plank. Left foot will join the right one. Take your plank, inhale. Very good. Stay here with me. Exhale as you come for knees, chest, chin, or directly through Chaturanga Dandasana. And then upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Very good. One more breath in. Good job. One more breath out. Always an option for child's pose if that's what you need. Inhale. Hips the highest point. Bend the knees slightly if you need to. Try not to collapse in the shoulders. Not like this, but rather nice and long. Exhale. Very good. Side plank work now, and then we cool down. Inhale, look to the top. Step forward or jump, however you want to travel to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Again, catching the big toes if you can. Inhaling, straightening the spine. Toes are bearing the weight. Exhale, pull your body down. Taking another inhale, bending the knees slightly. This time arms and spine is straight. Actually are straight. Everything up, trying not to disturb the plant again. Exhale, hands to heart. Close your eyes for a second and breathe. Can you feel the heartbeat on your thumbs? Can you feel the sweat on the forehead? Can you smile to yourself? When I get tired and I get stressed and I'm like, I haven't finished the other side yet, that's when I try to breathe and smile. And then I know I have enough energy to take it slowly, but finish the practice. Open your eyes when you're ready. Take another inhale, arms overhead. As you exhale, arms to each side, hinging at the hips, falling down again. Trying to fall down so that you don't send the hips too far back. Rather, you work on the balance on your toes. Coming down, bending the knees. One more inhale, straighten the spine as your fingertips touch the floor, shins or thighs. Exhale, step back into regular plank pose. Now from here, in plank, roll onto external edge of the left foot, and then the right foot will float. Inhale, right arm up, right leg up, and maybe you place the right foot on the left thigh. Taking a second in this kind of like tree pose, pushing the hips up and opening them up. If you want even more, you can untouch the foot and send it up. Maybe you flex, maybe you point the toes. One more breath in. Hold it. Exhale, bend the top knee, step it behind you, and wild thing. Reverse it. Take a moment, breathe. Shaking is okay, hips pull you up. One more breath in. Strong glutes in every back bend. Exhale, come back, right arm up, both feet stuck on each other. Look down, collect the hands, and flow through your knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Very good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Slowly look to the front, transitioning to regular plank pose. And then to opposite side. Back, right foot is on the floor. Inhaling, left arm up, left toes up, and staying here for a second. Then placing the left foot on the right side if this feels comfortable and pushing the hips up. Stay like you are. Now that you know how I got into this, I'm gonna show you from the front. So we're here. Whew. Very sweaty. Taking a second here, adjusting this position. You should feel fairly stable. And if you want more, belly is really active, glutes are strong, releasing, woof, the left foot up, maybe pointing it, maybe flexing it, and staying as the hips pull you up. One more breath in. Almost done, I promise. Bending the left foot, left knee, and placing it behind you as you can use the support to push the hips up. Wild thing on this other side. Breathe, maybe close your eyes. Push the hips up. Think about both hips pulling you up towards the ceiling. One more breath in. Whew, glutes active. Exhale, come back to side plank, left arm up. Both feet stuck on top of each other. Look down, hands down. Stay like you are. I'm just gonna come back to the front of the mat. And from here on the last one, lowering the knees, untucking them, and then taking either chaturanga or knees to chin, and sliding forward. Baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, come down. Hands outside the mat, inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. I really like opening the chest this way. Inhale, lift up. Adding spinal rolls and gazing up if you want to. 2 more times, inhaling, lifting the chest, collarbones kissing the ceiling rather, away from each other, glutes active. Exhale, down. Now releasing the arms in a T shape, taking an inhale, lifting the left toes and rolling onto the right side, taking a twist. Feeling it in the right shoulder. Maybe the left foot lands behind the right leg, or if this feels inaccessible, you can always stay with both feet stuck on top of each other. One more breath in. Exhale, come to center, opposite side. Inhale as you look to the front. Exhale as you roll. I'm not gonna do that much because I have the microphone, but you're welcome to try. Whew. Taking an inhale, I did it. It's okay. You probably heard the sound. One more breath in, or again, feet on top of each other. Exhaling when you come to center. Inhale, look to the front, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Tucking the toes in, we're gonna push back into child's pose with toes tucked in. Inhale. Activate the belly really strong with the arms, elbows squeezing in. Exhale, push up into child's pose. And take a second in this child's pose to stretch the soles of the feet. I'm doing this on purpose, trying to keep the toes tucked in. If this feels very inaccessible and uncomfortable, you're really welcome to always come onto regular child's pose. Take 3 deep breaths. Close your eyes. Inhale. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hands really activate first the inner thighs, and then the hands lead the way as they walk on the ground. Depending how sweaty you were, they're able to slide or not. And you can stay on your toes tucked in if you had them. And make sure that all 10 toes are pointing forward. The pinky toe isn't trying to do anything weird. Still pointing forward and adjusting the position. Maybe swipe the sweat or wipe the sweat. One more inhale here. If this feels very inaccessible, again, always come into regular rug pose, just like we started. Taking a second, closing your eyes, hands collected on your lap or in front of your chest. One more breath in. One more breath out. If your toes were tucked in, untuck them slowly. Come fully seated down. Inhale. Exhale. Now you're able to either finish the practice here and use it as a warm-up, or if you want to relax, slide the hips maybe to the side and relax into your Shavasana pose. Adjusting the hips in whatever way you need to. Maybe taking the neck, lifting it slightly, taking a moment to place both hands on the belly, and then thinking about filling it up like a balloon, just like at the beginning of the class. And when you're ready, exhale, let it collapse. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, contract. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, contract. Now you're welcome to stay with one hand on the belly and other hand on the chest. Or if you want more of a fully relaxing pose, release the arms on each side of the body and let's come for a full Shavasana. I really recommend you staying in this pose for at least 5 to 7 minutes after we finish. You can always press pause on the video and stay here. Or if you want and have the possibility to stay even longer, go ahead and do that. Before I leave you to Shavasana and yourself, let's together relax the forehead, the area between the eyebrows, relaxing the eyelids, eye sockets, slowing down how fast your eyelids are moving, relaxing your cheekbones, and clenching the jaw, maybe even open the mouth slightly, move the jaw left and right, and when ready, close it down again. Relax the tongue in the mouth, and relax your entire face. Neck and collarbones, arms, the entire arms, even the fingers, side body, chest, belly, hips, glutes, your entire lower body, the legs, and even the feet and toes. Relax your entire body. Feel it melt away. Feel it move almost as if through the floor, inhaling and exhaling as you fully allow yourself to get sunk into the floor. Continuing to breathe slowly, scanning your body for any tension, and if you encounter it, inhaling and exhaling into that spot to release, or at least do your best to release. Now moving your attention again to your forehead and taking your final second here to fully relax your face. Before I leave you to Shavasana and I offer myself and yourself, I offer you a self-hug as well, or you're rather going to offer it to yourself. I'm gonna take a second to guide you back with your attention towards your forehead. And as you inhale, feel it fully relax on exhale. Now you're welcome to stay here and finish the practice with a self-hug whenever you feel ready for it. Or if you're short on time and would rather finish right away, you're also welcome to do that. And then you can, just like me, bring one knee closer to the chest and roll onto one side, taking a moment before you fully lift up to stay grounded, to feel supported by the ground, by the earth, by the planet, knowing you're part of it. And when you're ready, pushing one hand to lift up the spine, finding your seated position, and adjusting so that you can inhale, stretch the arms to each side. Exhale, self-hug, finishing off the practice. Appreciating yourself, coming back to the intention if you've made it. And then collecting the hands at your forehead and thinking about one thing, one person, one event, something that you are grateful for right now at this very moment. To seal the practice on this positive note of gratitude. And when you're ready, smile to your thoughts and exhale. Send love and light to that person, event, or situation. Bow down, thank yourself for the practice and everyone who's practiced with us somewhere around the world. Inhale, lift your spine up. And you're done. Thank you so much for practicing with me, for joining my Vinyasa regular daily flow, similar thing that I do. And I really, really hope that I'm going to be able to see you again. And I encourage you to join the live classes as they are this, but in 60 minutes, the ambience is so different. And I really hope I'll be able to see you live. Until next time, thank you again.